Hi guys, welcome to week 9. Yes, not 11, but 9. Really, guess I gotta explain that. I went to the hospital for the pain I've been talking about off and on, and I went then it was 4 weeks, but they had said it was 6 weeks. So, and they had said, everything was fine. It was a threat of miscarriage. Keep an eye on it. And when you get your Medicaid, go to your doctor. Well, it'd been a month, 4 weeks, and I hadn't got my Medicaid yet. And so I told myself if I had the pain again, that I would go to the ER. So I did. I went, and they said everything was fine. The baby was healthy. It was measuring at 8 weeks, not at 10. So I'm 8 weeks. I saw the heartbeat and everything. But I'm just, 2 weeks later than I thought it was, which was kind of a little bit of a bummer, but nothing, too big. My baby's happy and he's healthy, and well, I don't know if it's happy. I don't even know, but whatever. It's there. It's ready. It's growing. So we're good with that. So I found out that day that I got my Medicaid, that night actually, because they appointed to go put the bill through and it went through. So I have an appointment on the 23rd, which is like a week from now, for my very first prenatal, and I'm really excited because I'm, hoping that I have a bunch of questions about the pain and stuff I want to talk to my doctor about, and hopefully he'll do like a better look or figure out something. Or, I don't know. I haven't had it since then, so it's been about a week, but I usually get it once a week on a weekly basis where I'm in downward dog and I'm just rocking back and forth, breathing through the pain, and then I'll puke, and it's fine. So I don't know what that is. I don't really have a lot of symptoms. My symptoms have kind of died down. I still have a lot, like my nausea comes and goes, so it's not an everyday thing. But I've noticed the last 2 days, like yesterday and today, I will get hungry like that. And I will get so hungry that I'm going to vomit. I'm so hungry. And then I'll eat, and I'm fine, but then I'll eat too much, give me 5 minutes, and I'm still hungry. Like, my stomach, I guess, is just, I guess I need to start eating slower, but then I want to vomit. So if I don't, I'm trying to hurry up and get the food down. So that's kind of a fun situation to be in, I guess. I don't really have my breasts aren't as sore at all, which is awesome. My nipples aren't as sore. I'm not having like everything basically has died off except for nausea. I still get cramps here and there, nothing bad. My saliva, I'm thirsty, but I want milk now, like more than I want water. I was drinking a ton of water at one point, and I'm not so much anymore. It's mostly milk, juice and stuff like that, but mostly milk. Like, I've probably gone through a gallon every other day. So, I haven't been really craving anything this week, although I did realize when I was thinking it over that I did crave hot dogs with my son. I thought like it was like just something I really liked, because I kind of liked him after he was born too, but when I think about hot dogs now, I'm like, no, that was not something that I want to eat. I've also had cold sores. Like, I've always had them since I was like in middle school. I got my first one, I believe. But with Ryder's pregnancy, I did not have cold sores. Well, not one breakout until, I think I've had 2 in the last, like, 2 years since he's been born. He's sleeping. But I got one, like, 2 weeks ago, and it's you see it in my other video on this side. And right as it went away, I got, right here, I got, like, a little outbreak. Not where, like, where, if you've ever had a cold sore, seen someone with it, like, kind of scabs up. It was just little bubbles. And then it started to go away, and I got one down here. And then that one started to go away, and I got one up here. So I've had like 2 weeks of consistent cold sores. And oh my God, I want to cry over it, because it's not like I haven't had enough body issues lately, which I never used to before I got pregnant. And then all of a sudden I'm, this infested cold sore mouth. So it's kind of been difficult. You can see it though. It looks like a scar kind of. And I know last week was a really, really rough week for me, but I don't know. I'm hoping this week's a lot better. I've had more energy and things like that, so I'm hoping that they stop, because man, it's driving me insane. My hair is, I haven't been washing my hair, which is why it's just kind of like thrown up. Because I had been blonde. I've said this before. I was blonde before. When I found I was pregnant, I dyed it back to brown, which is why there's such a big coloration difference, because the brown didn't stay as well as, like, closer to my head did, because I didn't want to keep bleaching my hair, which now I wish I had, because now the brown is driving me nuts, and I mean, I don't want to do it, I just, whatever. Anyway, so my hair's getting better. I think the prenatals are helping with, the fact that I only wash it like once a week now, and, leave-in conditioner a lot and all that stuff. So, I'm not breaking out as bad, but when I do get a breakout, I'll get like one big breakout. That's really it. Same normal things for women. Most women get discharge. And I don't know, I have a couple of friends of mine who just found out they were pregnant. Were like, is this normal? And I'm like, oh yeah, totally normal. I had to change my underwear like twice a day. So, I mean, sorry if that's too much information for some people, but it's the truth. So, I don't know any woman that hasn't had a bunch of issues with that stuff. It's so annoying. That's about it. I do have a couple baby buys, but I think I'm going to make another video for that because I've kind of been absent from YouTube. I wasn't even going to make a 9-week video and just like combine 10 and 9 because there really wasn't that much going on in 9, but that's really not true. There was a lot going on in 9. But it's been a really, really rough week. Last week was. So, I don't know if anybody else has had this feeling, and I hope that nobody else has, but if they have, I want other people to know that they're not the only one, because I wonder if I'm the only one, and then it scares me, like, are you the only one, really, you know? So, I get really down, and it's not, I don't do this, like, when I'm pregnant, I'm not like this. You know, everybody gets down and has an off day, you know, but I have never had suicidal thoughts, and I do with this baby, and not like crazy all the time. I just get so down and so against myself, and so, I'm a bad mother, I'm a bad wife, I'm a bad cook, I'm a bad cleaner, I'm a bad, you know, pregnant girl, I'm, you know, a bad friend, and I'm like, just, you know, like, it's so terrible. I remember, I made a video I was going to put up on YouTube, and I'm glad I didn't, because it was a little too personal, where I just bawled, and was like, does anybody else feel this way, because it's not okay, you know what I mean? I don't know what to do, and I kind of had it with my son. I would get it, which is really odd, after sex. I would get it for like 30 seconds to a minute. When I talked to my doctor, he said that's fine. It's just the influx in hormones. You know what I mean? As long as you know, you're not constantly feeling this way or wanting to do anything about this feeling, you're fine. And so we just kind of left it at that. My whole pregnancy, I had it from the day I got pregnant until the day after I had my son. With this baby, same thing. Right when I got pregnant, the first time we had sex, I started getting it, which is one of my you're pregnant signs for me, was that I started feeling that way. And so now it's not a constant thing. It's just, you know, some days I just can't get out of bed and I just cry and I just feel so terrible. And it's really been hard because I'm not that kind of person. I feel like this pregnancy has just kind of morphed me into this like insecure, depressed person, you know what I mean? And it's just never been who I am. Even in my worst of days, I've always had been the, you know, outgoing. And so it's been really hard. And I've talked to my doctor. I'm keeping an open communication with my husband about it. He knows when I feel that way. You know, he knows the severity of how I feel, 1 to 10, how strong is it? Should I come home? You know what I mean? Like, and so it's not like I'm hiding this, you know, from anybody. I'm not. But it's just really, really hard. And so I wasn't going to make the video last. I recorded a couple of them, and I was just like, I didn't want to do it. But I feel like it's important to be honest about it, and so other women know that if they have this feeling, they're not the only one. And if I am the only one, then, you know what I mean, I'll talk to my doctor about that. But we'll see. So I think that's about it. Kind of drop a bomb, and then just move on like it's nothing. I am going to do my belly now. Okay, so I haven't measured in like a week and a half. Like I said, it's been a really rough week, so I don't know. And since I found out that I am not as far along as I originally thought I was, now I know that like I didn't gain 12 pounds because I had thought I started at 155. So I'm guessing I started around 160. So I'm saying I gained around 6 pounds. It might be a couple pounds more or less, but I say so far about 6 pounds is what I'm thinking I gained. Although I have been bloating a lot, but I haven't been hungry as much as that. Like, I'll get hungry, like I said, really quickly, and then I'll be starving. But that doesn't happen very often. And so I don't really know if I've gained weight or not. I don't really think I have. So let's do the belly shot this week. Like I said, our scale's broken. So this is 8 weeks. I think I'm just really, really bloated. Because, like, I'm really not pushing it out. I'm pushing it out now. I'm not pushing it out here. But it's, yeah, pretty big here. Let's see. I am 41 inches. Well, I feel like I look a lot pregnant, more pregnant than that, but, I guess not, because I fluctuated back. And 12 and a half. So I went back to what I was, I believe it. God, it's so hard to keep up. 6 weeks is what I was. I think that's what I was at 6 weeks. So, there's my belly picture, and I will do a baby buy video soon. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.